Friends, this is our session number 3 for the MCQs, case scenario MCQs issued by ICAI for subject of taxation. We are doing GST. Let's do 20. Why we are on to 20? Because 30 to 21 we have already covered. We are going reverse way. 30 to 21 we have already covered. See the 20. So as usual, we will see the question first. In respect of vehicles let out on hire by the firm, services that are exempt from GST. Exempt services are being asked. Check. Miss Aditi and Company, partnership firm registered under GST is undertaking various government projects. Firm has let out on hire. Firm has let out on hire the following vehicles. Okay. So this you have learnt in exemption notification number 12 by 2017-CT. Motor vehicle to carry more than 15 passengers, but to whom? To state electricity government electricity department. Then electric operated vehicle to carry more than 12 passengers to local municipal corporation, and electric operated vehicle to carry up to 12 passengers to state transport undertaking. Yes, so out of this, what is exempt? What you can remember is giving on lease more than 12 sitting capacities vehicle to a state transport undertaking. Okay, so see what is the answer. Answer is services by way of giving on hire to a state transport undertaking a vehicle meant to carry more than 12 passengers is exempt. Let it be electric, let it be not electric. Second, to local authority, electrically operated vehicle meant to carry more than 12 passengers are exempt from GST. Now see, in given case, what is it? What is it? Letting on hire electric operated vehicle to local municipality. Only one. This one. Why not this one is exempt? Why first is not exempt? Because it is given to state government electricity department. So letting out, even if it is more than 12 passengers, it is not exempt. And third, why is third not exempt? Because it is up to 12 passengers. That is a problem. If this was more than 12 passengers and given on rent to state transport undertaking, it would have been exempt. Next, which of the following is correct in respect of document to be issued by the firm for understatement and overstatement of invoice value? Understatement of invoice value means in invoice the amount shown is less, means you have to increase, so we will issue debit note. And overstatement in invoice, you have to decrease, so you will issue credit note. Let's see what has happened in this case. Firm issued invoices pertaining to what? To independent outward supplies, where invoice value of supply was understated by 75,000. So please issue debit note. It is understated, you have to increase, so issue debit note. And in another invoice, value was overstated by 45. Please bring it down, issue credit note. In short, debit note of 75,000 and credit note of 45,000. So debit note to be issued 75,000, Debit credit note to be issued 45,000. So 1 and 4. C. Yeah. Next. Last one. No, second last. Last. Which of the following statements is correct in respect of supply of goods amounting to 8,40,000 received by the firm which are taxable under reverse charge? Okay, let's see whether it is supply of goods or service. First, let's see that the firm received certain supply of goods amounting to 840 from registered person on which tax is payable on reverse charge. Only one information is given, that it is of goods if it is from registered person. Let's see what statements they are giving. Firm shall issue payment voucher at the time of making payment to the supplier. Yes. Firm shall issue delivery challan. No, because actually they are not making delivery, they are taking delivery. So this doesn't seem correct. Firm shall issue receipt voucher at the time of making payment to the supplier. No, they're actually making payment. So they issue payment voucher. Firm is not required. No, they are required to issue this payment voucher. So 1 means A. Only 1 is correct. Answer options were A 1, B 1 and 2, C 2 and 3, and D 4. I know only 1. So multiple statements also could have been correct. So answer is A. Answer is A. All these things we have seen in topic of documents, section 31. Go ahead. Go ahead means go to question number. Which one now? 19, right? Correct, na? Yes. Go to 19. 5 questions are there. First one. What is first one? Determine services on which company is liable to pay tax on reverse charge. RCM mechanism. Where it will apply. KBC Insurance Limited is insurance company providing life and non-life insurance products across India. Company has been carrying on business for past 3 years with approval of IRDA. This insurance limited secures its business through various agents spread across India. The agents includes individuals, firms, LLP and private limited company also. All of them are licensed under Insurance Act. Company availed services of, so see, one service taxable on RCM is insurance agent. Insurance agent services to insurance company is always taxable on reverse charge basis. That was the question, na? That services on which company is liable to pay tax under reverse charge. So this is one. But what is other service, if any? Check. Company availed services of renting of motor vehicles for its employees in Pan India through RR Travels Private Limited, where cost of fuel is included in the consideration charged. So see, this is also covered in RCM. If that company does not want, if that supplier does not want to pay at 6% CGST, 6% SGST. Service provider charged 5% GST and informed the company that it is claiming, it is claiming ITC. Supplier is claiming ITC, means supplier will be liable to pay output tax. So there is no RCM in this case. You remember that analysis we have done? If no, then start doing reading that. RCM last day we did analysis. I have proof. I have proof kept of all the things. So only one thing is taxable on RCM, that is services from insurance agent. Let it be provided. Let it be provided by anyone. Doesn't matter. Okay. So see, services availed from insurance agent. Mind you, those insurance agents are individuals also, firms also, companies also, doesn't matter. Is covered under reverse charge. And renting of motor vehicle is not covered under reverse charge. Next, compute value of exempt supply. Very interesting. Value of exempt supply given by this insurance company. So all that unnecessary items. See, premium received on Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. This is exempt. Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana, exempt. Micro life insurance product, exempt. Premium received on reinsurance of group personal accident policy of self-employed woman. I don't remember honestly whether this is covered in exemptions or not. Miscellaneous many policies are covered. So I will have to check. Premiums received on fire and special perils policy of various business units and premium received on this is surely taxable. This is surely taxable. Okay. So see now, what is the answer? You have to find out value of exempt supply. See what is exempted. Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana is exempted. What else is exempted? Micro insurance product is exempt. Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is exempt. And group personal accident policy is also exempt. So exempt, 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 exempt. Take total please. So this is also taxable. Take total of exempt, 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 exempt. This is also exempt. Huh? 13 lakhs. 13 lakhs should be the answer. Check. Second answer should be why? What happened? Why A? Why 9 lakhs? Premium received on Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana is exempt. Aam Aadmi Bima Yojana is exempt. Okay, okay. Micro insurance product is taxable. No, that is also exempt. Okay, having maximum amount of cover up to 2 lakhs. What is your cover? 4 lakhs. No, cover is 2.5 lakhs. So this will become very interesting point. This will become taxable. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lakhs. Tick. So this is not correct. Correct answer is 9 lakhs. Be careful. Next, compute. Now see, other is very simple. Compute total value of taxable supply made by KBC Insurance Limited. You know this is taxable now. This 4 is taxable. This 7 is taxable. This 12 is taxable. KBC Insurance Limited received a proposal for pandemic insurance for IPL matches from franchises. Sum assured on the insurance was 250 crores. Premium of 50 lakhs. Company issued the policy on 1st July. Invoice was made on 5th August. Very interesting. Premium was received on 14th August. Really nice question. Okay. Do one thing. They have asked you for which month? For the month of May. Remember that also. They have asked you for the month of May. Be careful. So only calculate for May, friends. This all was for May. What is given in the table was for May. Because if you observe this, this is happening afterwards. So what to do? Taxable, taxable, take the total. 4 plus 7, 11, 11 plus 12, 23 lakhs. So I think 23 lakhs should be answered. C. Option 2 is there. Yes. Clear? Now go to next one. Determine amount of ITC that can be claimed by KBC Insurance Limited. See this. See this. KBC Insurance Limited received following supplies in the month of May, and details of GST paid on such supplies are as follows. So you will keep on telling me what is taxable, I mean what is blocked credit and where you can avail ITC. But did you observe for May, one thing you keep in mind, for May exempt supplies how much, and for May taxable supplies how much? For May exempt is how much? 9 lakhs. Taxable is 23 lakhs. This might have a role to play. This might have a role to play. Why? I will tell you. See, GST paid on purchase of car, block. Why block? 17(5)(a). Car means what? I am assuming that approved sitting capacity is not exceeding 13, including driver. GST paid on bus, sitting capacity 14. Purchased by company for transportation of its employees. That's okay, ITC will be available because not blocked. In 17(5)(a) it is not blocked because sitting capacity is more than 13. GST of 80,000 was paid on general insurance taken from Amity Insurance Limited for motor vehicles for transportation of persons with sitting capacity less than or equal to 13. ITC will be not available. Why not available? It's not available from insurance, maintenance, repairs of such cars, of which ITC is not available. Clause AB. A is for motor vehicles, double A is for aircrafts, vessels, AB is for these things. If this same insurance was for that bus, then ITC would have been available. In short, what conclusion I come to is what? All the amount given above are exclusive of taxes wherever applicable. All the supplies referred above are intrastate unless specified otherwise. Company has a policy to claim ITC for all capital goods where it is eligible to avail such ITC on such capital goods. Claim, so claim how much? Claim ITC of 3 lakhs. Is 3 lakhs there? Check. Both answer should be ideally B. Why? Why it is C? Why it is C? Now let's check. I don't know. Thus, ITC on purchase of car is blocked. ITC on motor vehicles for transport of person with sitting capacity exceeding 13 is allowed. That is fine. This is blocked as per 17.5 AB as they relate to motor vehicle for what? 17.5 AB ITC in respect of services of general insurance insofar as they relate to motor vehicles is available where they are received by taxable person engaged in supply of general insurance services in respect of such motor vehicles insured by him. Okay. Thus, insurance related input tax credit available as ITC in respect of such goods or services. This point I am not getting. I am only not getting this point. What they are saying. Available when received by a taxable person engaged in. In short, they are saying ITC on, because we should tally with institute. In short, they are saying it should be available on this 80,000 also, but I don't agree. So I will come to some conclusion. I don't think this should be available. Logic is what? It is on those motor vehicle which are used for transportation of your own employees, and on that motor vehicle ITC is blocked. So on this insurance also ITC should be blocked. So ideally, as per me, answer should be 3 lakhs. Please correct the answer. I am quite sure. Correct the answer. 110%. You please correct the answer. It should be 3 lakh, not 3 lakh 80. Institute can make mistakes, okay? It's not that there won't be mistakes. I will tell you few places in RTP also where there are mistakes. So this is also one mistake area. Next, because on that 80,000 na, ITC should be blocked as per 17.5 AB. Next, you have to tell me time of supply of services provided to IPL franchises. I have given some services to IPL franchises. Check. Its time of supply is asked. If you remember, this is very deep question. Very deep question. This time of supply of services is as per which section, subsection? 13.2. Friends, answer basics. Huh? If you answer basics, then only there is meaning in this. 13.2. Time of supply of services. If invoice is issued within, correct. There are two possibilities. If invoice is issued within 30 days, have invoices not issued within 30 days. But for banking and insurance, it is 45 days. So 30 days slash 45 days slash 45 days. This 45 is for banking as well as insurance, mind you. Now check whether they have made invoice within 45 days. So some assured is so and so, company issued the policy on 1st July and the invoice was made on 5th August. Is it within time of 45 days? Friends, yes or no? Friends, yes or no? I have told you the whole provision. You have to just tell me whether it is within 45 days or not. So of course it is within 45 days. So if someone did not knew this provision, he would have taken 30 days. Then it would have been wrong. So it is within 45 days. So time of supply is date of issue of invoice or date of receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. So it's going to be 5th of August. Fifth answer should be 5th of August. Check. 45 days should be considered for insurer and banking. I'm assuming you all could remember 13.2. I'm assuming time of supply you could remember. Time of supply of service. So I went to 13. Forward charge. So I went to subsection 2. Date of issue of invoice. Or last date when invoice should have been date of issue of invoice or date of receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. But if invoice is not issued within 30 days slash 45 days, then date of provision of service or date of receipt of payment, whichever is earlier. But here invoice is issued within 45 days. Remember, very deep. So yes, mark this question, really nice one. Fine. Go to question number 18. Minimum 5 we are covering daily, na? Go to 18. Are you all there on 18? I thought so. Effective date of registration, why they have not asked? Of Pawan, we can easily answer that. Pawan was engaged in providing various services in Rajasthan. So threshold limit, you know, is 20 lakhs. Since May 24, his aggregate turnover, for you, that efforts also are not to be made. They are telling you that threshold limit crossed on 4th July. Nice now. And he applied on 2nd August. Is it within time? Check. July is 27 days and August, yes, only this 2nd August means only 29 days. So you are applying within, you are applying within 30 days. So what is the effective date of registration? 4th July. 4th July should be the answer. A. First answer should be, where is it? Answer for first should be A. 4th of July. Second, consignment value you have to find of goods supplied to Delhi, okay, by Pawan. Find consignment value. You know consignment values meaning is assessable value plus GST. Consignment value concept is used in e-way bills, where consignment value is assessable value plus GST. Friends, no help of doing this if you sit blank. He received, after taking registration, Pawan started a business across India, including supply of goods also. He dispatched goods pan India based on orders he got for the goods dealt by him. He received an order from Delhi. This is what we want. For which he supplied taxable goods valuing 45,000 and applicable GST is, so please take on your calci, 45,000 plus 12%. Overall total 50,000. This is the consignment value. Yes, GST is 5,400. 50,400 is consignment value. He also supplied certain exempt goods that not to be counted for consignment value. Consignment value is always only of taxable supply. So 50,400. Check. Yes, C. Choose answer C. Next, due date by which Pawan is supposed to file final return. Wow. Final return means last return under GST. It is filed when you cancel for registration, when you apply for cancellation. So it should be filed within 3 months from the cancellation or from order of cancellation, whichever is later. You will get it. He asked his consultant, we are not bothered with e-way bill now. Being micro, this time pass we don't want to read. That why they are shutting the business. Understood? No, be selfish. This read out in the vacation. After your exam, you read this. Why they are shutting the business. Because you know, we have only 3 questions asked, out of which we have answered 2, and only 1 question is remaining, in which we want due date of filing final return. So I know that he is going to shut the business. I am least bothered why he is shutting and what he will do afterwards. While shutting his business, this time pass I don't want. Tax consultant surrenders his registration online on 25th October, and his application for cancellation was approved by, yes, so this is the date. From this date, you calculate 3 months. That is the last date. November, December, Jan. By 31st Jan 25. You have such date? Yes. Understood how to save the time? Otherwise, you will always keep crying. We don't get time. Always you will keep crying, we don't get time, because you know, skip unnecessary things. Clear? Next. What is next? Question number is 17. Tax liability of Vina and Company for the month of July 24. Tax liability you have to calculate for July 24. Calculate. I don't know what has happened. Vina and Company of Jabalpur was registered under GST under composition scheme. Okay. Still you have to calculate for month. Why month? Actually, in composition scheme you have to calculate on quarterly basis. Let's see what has happened. I don't know. Even I am reading for first time these MCQs. Some of them I had done earlier, but these I am also reading for the first time. It doesn't matter. I am telling you real speed how it should be and thought process. So outward supply of the firm for the month of July was 10 lakhs. Out of which, so I am assuming now. See, actually, you know, when I am in composition scheme, I'll have to pay on quarterly basis. But they have asked for month. No problem. Calculate for month. Give it. They want, give it. We can't help. Who are we? Vina and Company registered under GST under composition scheme. Outward supply of the firm for the month of July was 10 lakhs. Out of which 2 lakhs is of repairing service. In the preceding FY, firm was doing trading of taxable goods only, and so I am engaged in trading of goods. When I am engaged in trading of goods, then what is the rate of GST for trader? 1%. 1% of taxable turnover. So out of 10 lakhs, how much is exempt? Nothing is exempt, na? Outward supply of the firm is 10 lakh. That's it. So on 10 lakhs, I'll have to pay at 1%. What is it? 10 lakh into 1%, 10,000, 5,000 CGST, 5,000 SGST. 5,000 each. See, there were 3 options. When they were saying I was in composition scheme, there were 3 options. I could have been manufacturer, I could have been trader, I could have been restaurant service provider, and one more option, I could have been engaged in providing services. But I understood, so I was searching for that. Where that information could have been given? That could have been given here. That Vina and Company engaged in manufacturing / engaged in trading / engaged in providing services. But I was finding for that. But I was not finding that. Now, where did they give you the hint? They gave me the hint in next sentence, where they said that in last year it was engaged in trading of taxable goods. So from here I got that knowledge. Somewhere they will give you. It will be hidden somewhere. So answer is A, 5,000 each. Next. And can I still be engaged in supplying service? Yes. To extent of 10% of turnover of last year or 5 lakhs, whichever is higher. That much services I can give. So I can give repairing service, no problem. Last year, my turnover was 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs into 10% of 10 lakhs, I can give services in this year. Out of which till now I have given off 2 lakhs. That's fine. But I still don't agree with institute for calculating GST on monthly basis when I am in composition scheme. But only for analysis they might have calculated. But your payment will be on quarterly basis. Think of all these things. Import of services by Veena and company, that will be treated as supply. So you have to apply your knowledge of section 7, scope of supply. Firm imported following services. 1. Any import for consideration, whether or not in the course or furtherance of business, is supply. So architect services are imported from Vinod, a partner of the firm who resides in France, for 1 lakh, the end. Consideration is the said service was paid, but that's okay. Not used for furtherance of business is also okay. So 1 lakh is for sure. Next, management consultancy services from Lal, owned renowned lawyer in Sweden, who was ex-employee of the firm. What difference it makes? Value of said service was 3 lakhs. Even though it was used in furtherance of business, no consideration is involved, and it is not a relative also, because he is an ex-employee. He is not relative. Ex-employee. If he was current employee, he would have been relative, but he is ex-employee. So you cannot fall it in schedule 1 also. Schedule 1 had import of services from distinct person, from own establishment outside India. But here what happens? This is, by the way, this is not taxable. So what is taxable? 1 lakh. Why it is taxable? Because it is for consideration. Is 1 lakh there? 1 lakh is there. Is it correct? Check it is correct. What is the reason? Supply includes import of services for consideration, whether or not in course or furtherance of business. 7(1)(b). So thus it is, the services from Vinod is supply. And import of services by person from related person or from his establishment outside India without consideration in course or furtherance of business is supply as per schedule 1. But Lal is not related because he was ex-employee. If he was current employee, then it would have been supply. So deep it is. Nice questions. Now, Veena and company will be eligible for to claim ITC held on stock. Wow. 18(1), it should click to you. 18(1)(c). I am going from section 10 to section 9. It seems so. That would be the fact. Now we'll read the facts. Aggregate turnover of the firm crossed 150 lakhs on 25th September. So now what happens? From which date the firm was liable to pay tax under regular scheme? It is shifting from section 10 to section 9 on the day preceding this date. Means as on 24th September. Check. Nothing else they are expecting. They are expecting theoretical answer from you, not calculation. Okay, you just want to date they want. Friends, date they want. Such a simple question. 24th September 18-1 C. खुदा पहाड़ निकला चूहा टाइप्स हो गया. So I thought something interesting would be asked. Only date is asked. So date is 24th September 18-1 C. Next. What is next? 20. Sorry. We have come to 16. Means after doing this, we must have done 50%. Out of 30, we have done 15th. This is 15th question for us. See, not interested in all this. Go to questions. Choose the correct statement. See, Mahi and Company LLP, registered dealer under GST, engaged in various types of business activities. It provided GTA services. Mahi and Company is LLP. LLP is giving GTA services to government department registered under GST for providing various services. So this government department is registered under GST not for doing TDS TCS only, but for providing various services. Mahi and Company did not exercise the option to pay GST. One is GTA service. Second, firm provided service by way of renting of residential dwelling to a student, Mr. Pawan, unregistered person. Okay. Mahi and Company let out its warehouse to Mr. Shankar, who in turn let it out to agriculturist for warehousing of agricultural produce. Firm also takes catering service to Vishwas Anganwadi. The Anganwadi has received fundings from the government. Question now is, which of the following statement is correct? For GTA service, government is liable to pay GST under reverse charge. But who is supplier? Supplier is, yes, supplier is our Vishwas. Mahi. Supplier is our Mahi. Supplier is Mahi, which is LLP, and recipient of supply is government, and government department is registered. For renting services, Mr. Pawan is liable to pay GST under reverse charge. No, that is for sure no, because Mr. Pawan is very good, unregistered. So second is incorrect. For GTA services, Mahi and Company is liable to pay GST under forward charge, and for renting services, Mahi and Company is liable to pay under forward charge. Mahi and Company has given to whom? Has given to Pawan for residential dwelling. This is usually exempt. If it was given to registered person, it would have been taxable. So this actually, in my opinion, should be exempt. So there is no forward charge, no, if it is exempt. So this also is incorrect. Now only one thing you have to decide. GTA given to government, FCM or RCM. Now what are they saying? 1 and 4 is correct. Okay. What is 1? 1. And why 4? Why 4 is correct? Let's see justification. Service provided by, अच्छा word student is used. नहीं, पवन पवन पवन, for पवन what word is used? नहीं, student is used. This is the game changer. This is the game changer actually. There are two things. I'll tell you the problem. There are two things. If accommodation is given to student by proper rent agreement, like normal dwelling, it is exempt. But second possibility, it is given to that student for say 30 days, 40 days, 80 days as a PG, it is taxable. And third option, it is given to student for 90 days, continuous 90 days, by charging rent up to 20,000, then also it is exempt. Where will you find all these things? We have done analysis of all these things in your exemptions. Now here, what are we assuming? We are assuming that their special explanation is given that letting out of dwelling to student on temporary purpose is taxable. That's why they are putting it as taxable. So student anyways is unregistered. So who will pay tax? Supplier under FCM. That's why correct answer is, so they are not taking this as exempt. They are taking this as taxable. Hence forward charge. That's why 1 and 4. See, that justification would be given here. So services provided by any person by way of renting of residential dwelling to a registered person is taxable under reverse charge. GTA services are liable to be taxed under reverse charge, as reverse charge mechanism does not apply to services provided by GTA by way of transport of goods in a goods carriage by road to department of CG, SG, which has taken registration under GST only for the purpose of doing TDS. You have not understood this. Pay attention. See, understand. Mahi and company. Mahi and company. Who are they? Can I say they are suppliers? They have given service to whom? Government. Which service it is? It is a service of GTA. That government department is registered under GST or unregistered? Registered. For what purpose they are registered? It's given there, one sentence. Here you need a lot of energy and juice to understand this. Pay attention. What is given? For what purpose they are registered? Exactly. Very good. See this. GTA services are provided to government department registered under GST for providing various services. Means government department is registered under GST. For what purpose? For doing TDS or for providing services? For providing services. So friends, government department is registered under GST, not as deductor of tax at source. Hence, friends, hence, RCM continues to apply. Hence, RCM applies. RCM doesn't apply when? Friends, you're not getting it, huh? From your expression, I can see that. When RCM doesn't apply, RCM doesn't apply when GTA, when GTA service is given to such government department who has taken registration only for TDS. Only for TDS. Then what will happen? Then I'll tell you logic. Then what will not apply? Then RCM will not apply. Then what will apply? FCM. I'll tell you logic. Who is more powerful? Who is more powerful means who is more responsible? Like whom do you don't want to trouble and whom do you want to trouble? You don't want to trouble this government department who has registered only for TDS. You don't want to trouble them. You don't want to trouble them. So GST payable will be on FCM. So who will pay? Mahi and company will pay. Got the logic? Friends, I'm putting my heart and soul in it. And you're not ready to say yes also. Friends, got the logic? Really, don't teach from here. I'm teaching from here. These are so complicated points. Really understand. Because in RCM, if something is kept out, then for that what will apply? FCM. So in RCM, what is kept out? In RCM, it is what is kept out? Providing service to government department. That to which government department? Who is registered only for the purpose of TDS. So dangerous point. So don't you think if 200 MCQs they are giving, they have right of giving 1 to 2 complicated. So yes, this is that complicated one, where interpretation of each and every clause has to be clear. Means if such thing is asked in India, 2 out of 100 students will be able to solve. 2 out of 100. You should be out of that 2. That's what my logic is. That's why I'm telling you. In short, to cut long story short, here RCM will apply or not apply? Here RCM will apply. Why it will apply? Yes, it is engaged. Here government department is not only engaged as a deductor. It is engaged for various things. So who will be liable to pay? It will be ROS. That's why correct answer is yes. Yes, 1 and 4. Government is liable to pay under reverse charge. Next, which of the following option is correct in respect of GTA services provided to government department? They will trouble you in this question on this issue. Till you get out of it, you will be troubled. If you keep one work pending, then what happens? Daily you are troubled by it, some way or the other. So once face it, complete it. There is one very famous story of Vivekananda ji, which always I am reminded of. What happened once he was traveling through forest. Many monkeys really started chasing him. Then he started running fast. Monkey started running fast. At one moment, there was no option. So he just turned back and monkeys ran away. Got the point? So the whole life is based on this thing. Till the time you don't face those monkeys, they will trouble you. So 1 2 things in your syllabus will be like that monkey. So you once make table chart analysis of that, get done with it. Then let them ask any twisted question. Okay, so see. Which of the following options is correct in respect of GTA services provided to government department? GTA services, now in general they are asking, not in relation to this question. GTA service is taxable at 12% without restriction of availing ITC. GTA services is taxable at 12%, but ITC cannot be availed for the same. GTA service is taxable at 5%. No, this is so not correct. GTA service is taxable at 5%, but ITC cannot be availed. GTA services provided to government department. Okay, this government department. Okay. This government department means it is registered for providing services. It is taxable under RCM. Yes, it is taxable under RCM. So rate will be 5. That's for sure. So only answer could be C or D. Now C or D, which one? What did I understand? RCM is there. RCM is there. That's why 12 is not there. 5 is there. Now of course I cannot avail ITC. Without restriction name cannot be availed. So our answer should be D. I hope it is D. D. Then next, third, which of the following statement is correct? Letting out of warehouse to Shankar is exempt. Oh ho ho. What have you done to Shankar? You have let out a warehouse to Shankar. Interesting, very interesting. What a question. That is a warehouse, but it's not any purpose. Any purpose is not mentioned. What Shankar did? Mr. Shankar, who in turn let out to agriculturists. There are two transactions. One is Mahi to Shankar and then Shankar to others. I think Shankar to others is exempt because that is warehousing of agri produce. But Mahi to Shankar is only warehouse. Means I think further thing is done by Shankar. So what is the point? What is the question? Which of the following statement is correct? Letting out of warehouse to Shankar is exempt. According to me, this should be incorrect because it is a normal warehouse. Shankar converted into agri warehouse. Catering service to Vishesh Anganwadi is exempt. This is correct. Letting out of warehouse to Shankar is Are Bapre. All is well. Acha, multiple answers. Multiple can also be correct. Letting out of warehouse to Shankar is not exempt is also correct. And catering service to Vishesh Anganwadi is not exempt is not correct. So according to me, 2 and 3. Is there such option? There is. I don't know. It is correct. Next. That's what the logic is now, because Mahi and company is eligible to claim ITC on procurement of value of. Let's see what have they purchased. I don't know. Firm purchased following during the month of July. Capital goods of 45,000 purchased on which depreciation has been taken on full value including no ITC. And raw material purchased amounting 55,000 for which invoice is missing. But delivery challan is available. But invoice should be there now. It should be possession of invoice. So 0. Is 0 there? Both answer should be nil. Clear? And last thing for today, last thing for this session. Compute the GST liability of the firm for July to be paid in cash. Rule 86B is not applicable, means there is no restriction of paying minimum 1% in cash, something like this. That rule. if you remember. But you calculate GST liability to be paid in cash. In short, output tax minus input tax credit. Find out. What is the output tax? Further, for the month of July, GST liability of the firm was 20,000 IGST, 10,000 CGST, 10,000 SGST. So see, if you would have done this at home, you would have left this question. I am sure. But why I'm doing it right now, because at this moment, you may feel that, okay, I'm getting only 40% of this. When you start self-studying, you have the video of this. Open the video. Then you will be literally wanting the answer of this because your exam is after 1 month. So you will be at that time getting importance of this video. Not today. Today though is fine. You are chilled out. Your exam is, I don't know when, September, Jan. But when you literally sit for self-study, then you need this the most. And at that time, you will be having playlist of this. And maybe with your batch, I am doing 50%. With another batch, I'll do balance 50%. So you will get 100% solved. Getting it? I'm going to Christ University. With them, I will do balance 50, which I couldn't do with you. So before your exam, you are getting 100%. Now see, GST liability, please calculate. ICS 20, 10, 10. If I do CSI, if I do CSI, then 10, 10, 20. 10, 10, 20 is output tax less ITC. IGST is the 8,000. ITC of IGST shall be first utilized to pay output tax of IGST. Then touch ITC of CGST. How much is CGST? 12,000. CGST is how much? 12. Use 10 here. Balance 2, na? Balance 2 is there. It cannot be used for S. And then SGST. What is it? SGST is ITC. 5,000. Where will you use 5,000? To pay SGST. Fantastic. Now tell me, what are the GST payables? That is the question asked. Nil 5,000 and check whether such option is there. S5I10. 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 Such option is there. Where? I is 10, S is 5. Wow, A. A should be the answer, ideally. Clear? This way, we have done today lot of MCQs, which were heavy MCQs. So, it was a session of 64 minutes approximately. Okay, so do it well. I'll see you in next session. Thank you. Do subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any series of MCQs. This we are uploading in a playlist. If you have not watched first two, please watch that. Thank you.